Hello everybody, my name is Jad. Welcome to another MLB Innings 24 video. I feel like I just uploaded a video. Oh, that's right, I did. If you guys didn't see the new video I just posted, I want to say hi first. Let me get through the intro first before I get into the stupid jokes. But, how you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I apologize, the video's running a little late today. I apologize. Today is finals week for me in my current semester, and as well, I also have to go do a bunch of errands as well today, so I apologize. There's a lot of things I have to juggle today, but we got through all of it. So, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did post a video a couple days ago in which I basically reacted to a video from Non-Innings Pros where he was talking about the potential for people cheating in ranked. And then just to parlay that, in the universe of exceptionally convenient timing, quite literally the same day that I post that video, does Com2 release the now infamous notice about abnormal gameplay on specific accounts. Now, let me while we're doing this, I need to do the I'm not gonna have you guys stare at my screen forever. So let me get into the video today. So, contrary, now this is my favorite part about this, is that when I saw this notice drop, I initially thought this notice was in regards to the people in ranked who are manipulating results, which was basically the main thrust of the video, was talking about how people would be able to do such a thing. And, yeah, so I thought that was regarding that, but as it turns out, it really is more along the lines of talking about there's like been a Reddit post about Taiwan Astros being the person who's won the power ranking tournament twice in a row now. There's been some speculation that his luck has been a little too lucky. Let's just leave it at that. So, I mean, yes, you could make the argument that there is absolutely some suspicious things going on there. I mean, I've never seen somebody like there is a point at which you can just continue to throw money at this game and just not get the results, but amazingly he continues to get the results. So I can't speak upon, I've not run the math personally, but I can understand when there's a lot of people who believe that you know, there's something really weird going on, because every single person who plays this game at a high level, who are basically people who are directly competing with him, look at that account and go, that's crazy, I don't have the kind of results he's getting off of these things, that's very weird. And then, like, when that's happening consistently, and you have a bunch of people who understand how difficult it is for them to land the skills, and then land the trainers, and then how long it takes you to actually work on players, when you look at it, like, on that sort of, like, a time frame, and you have a lot of people who all know how difficult it is to actually get a player perfect, but like, he's been doing it consistently over and over again. So I think a bunch of people looked at it and said, that is really suspicious, the fact that he's been able to basically been crank out players and crank out diamond trainers. I mean, I think I would like to argue that most, or if not all of us, have struggled to get diamond trainers from League Mode. Most of the diamond trainers people get are basically from, you know, they're buying them from packages, or they're basically getting them from events, essentially. That is basically where people are getting most of their diamond trainers from at this point, or from premium trainer recruit tickets. And yet this man has a perfect diamond trainer on almost every batter, like with a position option. I mean, like, if you're like me, essentially, and, you know, like, I would like to argue that essentially 1/3 of my diamond trainers are elite fieldings, and they have position options that don't match my team. I have 2 elite fielding diamond trainers, and unfortunately for me, both of them are on third base, which I have a legend, which he has terrible fielding on. So they're useless to me, essentially. Like, they lose position option. Like, yes, they're very good, but I mean, like, the position option that would actually make them really soar would be the position option. And stuff like that. And you're talking about, like, getting very lucky with, like, triple legend sets, essentially. You know, just really weird, like, things that everybody who plays this game understands that it would take you an immense amount of luck, an extreme amount of time and patience to work through. But I mean, unless somebody can point to something being entirely impossible, then I really don't understand. What you're going to need to do in order to prove this is essentially going to have to, if you've ever seen, like, the Dream controversy, like, people prove that it was, like, a substantial statistical improbability that he actually achieved these lucky results. People, for those of you who are not really in tune with internet drama, essentially what they found out was that in order to get as lucky as he was, you would be looking at a series of events that ended up being like on like the realm or on the like of like a 1 in like 10 to the negative 38 occurrence, essentially. So I mean, like, that is statistically improbable and is 0. Like, that's the kind of level that you're looking at when you're talking about statistical improbabilities. I don't mean to sit here and bore you guys about statistics, but essentially, like, if you can look at the overall maximum number of materials that he got, and then see what are the chances that he got this many hits on his PSETs, this many hits on his diamond trainers, this many hits on his signatures, or stuff like that. You're looking at those kinds of things, and if you're looking at those things, and you say to yourself, like, this is not very probable, then you're looking at something that's abnormal. I use a lot of words to not say a lot of words there, so let me try to sum it up, like, in words that actually make sense. That's Jorge Posada. I already have Jorge Posada. I'll save him for later. But what I'm trying to say here is that I know a lot of people are suspicious of him, but I until somebody comes up with some concrete evidence and looks at statistical like probabilities of things, then unfortunately until that happens, you're just gonna have to look at it and say, okay, then he's just gotten exceptionally lucky. And I don't even know how you could even cheat at the level that he has apparently supposedly cheated at. Like, we talked about the video last week where we talked about ranked results being manipulated. If you haven't seen the video, essentially, I talked about the ways that you would actually be able to manipulate the ranked results. But these are things that, unless that you basically had a direct line or you had, like, direct input with the company, I don't know how potentially you would manipulate this. Because in my opinion, if I was designing a game, and we talked about this in the video, essentially, the part that is ripe for manipulation in this game is essentially the transmission of data to tell you who you're playing, essentially, in ranked. The game will tell you the person you're playing against, and will probably load their team onto your phone for you, and essentially what they're doing is probably manipulating the team by manipulating the data that's being received by their phone in order to change the team that they're playing against, essentially. So, and then the ranked game is being simulated on your phone, as we've discussed many times in the past. If anybody has ever heard the argument that the ranked games are deterministic, they are basically being you can determine the result of the game. The second you hit the play ball button, the game as a result has already been decided, essentially, because a random number generator has been seeded, and in computers, random number generators are not true random, they are pseudo-random, which means that they are a deterministic thing. Now, we as humans cannot determine it, but I'm saying that the results have already been set in stone at that point. Like, once you hit the play ball button, whether or not you're winning or losing has already been determined. Like, it is, and that is essentially what you can derive from the fact that the ranked games are essentially infinitely replayable. The fact that you can quit in the middle of the game. I will take that Shohei Ohtani prom, by the way. Nope, sad. Yankee legend Michael Tompkin, though. Essentially, the game has already been decided. That's why you can go back and you can essentially watch replays of games in the past, even though they are still random number generator derived. They are deterministic. So the ranked game is being run on your phone. But however, I do not believe that skill changes are being run on your phone, essentially. I think the server is running a calculation for you, and then it is essentially displaying the result for you on your phone. You are not running skill changes on your phone. That is the way I would like to create a game, to avoid the possibility that somebody could essentially break into the game and manipulate it. That would be my goal. That's wishful thinking. It could or could not be the case. I can't tell you, unfortunately, because I don't have access to this data. I'm not able to inspect HTTPS traffic, so I can't tell you this information. So, I mean, that might open the door, essentially. If you could prove that the skill changes were being run locally on your phone, then you could prove that there was a chance that it could be manipulated. If you could prove that the trainer polls are being run locally, then you could prove, essentially, that they can also be manipulated. Anything run locally on your phone can be manipulated, essentially, is what I'm trying to get at here. They say they have no evidence of any kind of abnormal gameplay. I don't know how they would detect this, to be perfectly honest with you, because essentially if it's being run locally, then that means that I don't think they could detect it, honestly. if it was something surface-sided or if there was like a bad employee essentially who's essentially doing this stuff for him, I don't know if you'd be able to detect that either, unless you could determine if somebody's like going in there and changing values in his account. I really have no idea if they could even do that. But a lot of people are very upset about this notice, and rightfully so. I mean, some people think disenfranchised. I mean, it's not a lot of information. It's essentially 4 paragraphs, 3.5 at best. Maybe you can call it 2 paragraphs at best of absolutely no information. Like I said, I was so confused by this notice. I thought this notice was about the ranked accounts. That's how little information they give you here. I thought that this information was in regard to I'm not saying it was in regard to my video, but essentially all the reports that were coming in about the ranked accounts that were playing, and we're basically giving you like I posted on their Twitter account normal gameplay. Like I even thought this notice was it. I posted it on Twitter as soon as I saw it about somebody who beat me 85-31 essentially in ranked, and I'm like, no, that's impossible. There's no way that this is normal gameplay. But like I said, I was confused, and a lot of other people were confused as well. But it is apparently about Taiwan Astros. So, I mean, look, somebody can run a statistical analysis and say that whether or not they think that this was statistical improbability or not. But, you know, until somebody can give you exact concrete information, you're just going to have to unfortunately look at it. Some people were asking me what I thought about it. I would say that it is certainly very suspicious looking. Look, I've spent money on this game before, and I've bought PSET packages before. I've gone full PSET packages without even seeing legend skills, let alone seeing legend skills with triple 6 legend skills and have them be good legend skills. And then, like, I've pulled ultimate trainer packs before. I've pulled so many premium trainer packs before, and unfortunately, half the diamond trainers I get are useless. Essentially, I mean. Is it suspicious? Undoubtedly, it is suspicious to look at somebody basically win on almost every single aspect of the game. It is incredibly suspicious, but, you know, there is a lot of opportunities in this game for you to just run really obscure luck, and unfortunately, like, really good luck may just look like cheating. I personally can't say it's cheating. It looks suspicious. I will be the first to say that. It does look weird. I've played a lot of MMO games. I've played a lot of games like this one where you're basically at the mercy of RNG, and essentially, like, I kind of have a good idea of what somebody with, like, absolutely crazy luck would look like. Essentially, at this point, I've seen years and years of people getting crazy luck with pulls. I mean, even last video, we got 2 legends in 1 10 pull of premium vintage, like, not even ultimates, just premium vintage packs. And we got a prime right now, too. I mean, just look at this stuff. It's a Shohei Ohtani prime. It's funny. We almost got the other one. But, I mean, can I say specifically 100% that this guy has done something suspicious? No. I can't say he's done anything abnormal. But considering the fact that there has been quite a lot of suspicious activity going on in other aspects of the game, it is certainly okay to have the opinion that something may be going on here. I think that is not out of the question. And I think that that this company has basically given you absolutely nothing in terms of an investigation, an explanation, any kind of details, and I'm not sure if it really is in, like, I don't know if they need to, honestly, at this point. It looks weird, but at the same rate, like, there's absolutely no reason to believe that anything suspicious is going on. I'm going to be honest with you. If there's something suspicious going on, he can't be the only one, right? Like, if somebody was to discover an exploit into this game, then I'm certain that more than one person would be using it at this point. I mean, let me be honest with you. I think that there would be more than just simply one person having the ungodly luck that he has had. I believe that this sort of stuff is much more valuable to a person. Like, if they determine a way to do this, I'm sure that this would be much more valuable to somebody to essentially sell this as a service to other people, as opposed to just using it to win ranked games. I would like to believe that if somebody was to be doing this, that there would probably be money being exchanged between other people. But that's just my opinion. But just winning power ranking tournaments, does that really have a monetary gain for somebody? In my opinion, unless you're selling team, maybe not. But I don't really know. I mean, teams do change hands, but that's just my theory. So I don't know. What do I think about it? Let me wrap this up in the TLDR and stop rambling on about this. The TLDR is it suspicious? Yes. Can we determine that something suspicious is happening? No. And unfortunately, we may not know unless somebody discovers it or we start watching some other people get exceptionally lucky and in a suspicious way. Who knows? Um, but anyway, we have other things to talk about today in today's video, so I don't want to just sit here and just ramble on forever about this notice. A lot of people are upset. There are people talking about boycotting, which never works in my opinion. We've been through this before. We've talked about this where we're like, yeah, we're gonna boycott the game, and then like immediately 2 weeks later, somebody, they release some new pack that everybody wants, and then everybody just forgets that they've put a lock on their wallet for the week, essentially. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. I've seen like a lot of people very upset, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult to determine if something suspicious is happening here. It looks bad, but I don't think that we really are gonna know in the long term. Anyway, there's a new mentor system coming out very soon. We don't know what it's going to be about, essentially, but some people in our club were speculating that this is it. It's finally time for legend skill nerfs. I really hope not, because the last thing I need now is to start rolling off of other legend skills. I'm already rolling off of legend skills at this point. I'm already thinking to myself, like, okay, how many Pioneer sets do I have? I don't want to have too many Pioneer sets in my account. Stuff like that. Like, I don't want to, like, have to really start to micromanage and say, okay, I have too many bad ball hitters in my lineup. Time to go look for something a little less nerfable. Like, I'm not really looking forward to that myself, personally. They say that Mentor is going to be down for like a week, I think, is essentially what they're going to be doing. I think it's a week. I don't really know the specific numbers. Let me see if it's actually in here real quickly. Mentor system revamp pre-notice. Mentor lock, Mentor effect unavailable period. The May 26th, 11 a.m. to June 2nd. So it'll be a week. PvPI will not be available. The following compensation will be available. Wow, 1,000 stars and a PSET. Wow. 100 condition drinks and 10 gear draws available every day. Oh my lord. Can you guys imagine? What are you guys going to spend all your gold gear draws on? I'm really excited to spend my gold gear draws. I only have like 15,000 of them at this point. And this says, mentor content will be available after the update time of ranking settlement for each server. All players registered with existing mentors will move to player reserve. They did mention that if you do not have mentor... Now, this was a question in the club chat. Someone noticed this immediately. It says that players with mentor players, like players that you have in your mentor already, are going to be moved to your player reserve. Now, they have already stated that if you do not have enough space in your player reserve, they are going to force them into your player reserve. So you're essentially going to have a situation where you're going to be having like 230 out of 210 essentially will be your player reserve. They're going to force them in there, and then you're basically not going to be able to put any more players in until you remove them out of your player reserve through combos or putting them in backup or stuff like that. So the good news is that if your player reserve is full, you will not lose your players. Some people were talking about the possibility that they could just put them in the inbox. But that's not the case. They're just going to shove them into your player reserve one way or the other. Even if you don't have any space in your player reserve, you will not be left out in the cold, so do not worry. What else? And then that's it. Obviously, in typical Com2 US speak, they give you absolutely zero information on the way that they're going to be revamping it. I've equally seen absolutely zero information on Naver as well, which is the Korean board. I know a couple people. Oh my good lord, your eyeballs. Hold on a second. We need to stop talking about Mentor really quickly. Does he have eyeballs that are pointing in the wrong direction? What is going... That is uncanny. That is not... Oh, my goodness. That's freaky. I don't know, man. Dude, look at the camera, bro. Freaking me out with his eyeballs, man. Dude, that guy is like he's seen some things, man. My goodness. But hopefully, some people are excited for Legend nerfs. Me, personally, I'm not looking forward to it myself if there's a Legend nerf. So my guess would be in my humble I don't know, but I would like to believe that they're going to go make it more specialized. They're going to make you like the way that I would imagine it is like a excuse me, sneeze real quick. They're going to do like a skill tree sort of thing. If you've seen other games essentially have like a tech tree where I would like to believe that it's going to be like, okay, pick effect for this level, and then there's going to be like 2 branches below it, and you're going to pick one out of that, and then each one of that's going to have like 2 branches below it, essentially, and you're going to essentially walk your way through a tech tree, essentially. That would be the way that I would imagine them doing it. However, I'm not in the room with them, but that would be my guess. That's the way that a lot of games run their tech trees, essentially, and that's the way that I would imagine them doing it, instead of it just being like, okay, level 1, pick one of these 2, level 2, pick one of these 2, level 3, pick one of these 2, which is kind of the way they have it away right now, and it's kind of like, it does kind of give you a lot of free range to do whatever you want, which is good, but at the same rate, I'm just kind of like, I'd like it to be a little bit more specialized and kind of actually make it so that way I have to make decisions on things instead of just basically having it be a free-for-all. You know, having essentially every single person have some batter nerfs, not the best. I would like it to be a lot more specific, in my opinion. All right. Getting to the end here. Of course, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love all the free premium player packs, but I'm getting ready for the event where it basically gives you 100 every week to kind of end here, because there's we do a lot of combos every week, and it's been only exacerbated by the fact that essentially every week we have an additional 100 premium player packs to go through every week. I'm getting a little burnt out from doing combos at this point. You know, I want to do some other things. I want to go through the other parts of the video, personally speaking. Because those are the really fun parts. You know, here we're just basically fishing for PS. We're fishing essentially for Diamond Primes at this point. But I would really like to go do the other parts of the videos, like the PSETs and the trainers, because that's really the meat and potatoes of what we're really working on right now. Nice. Actually got the 1 diamond. I already have that Sergio Romo, I believe, but I will take another one. Nope. We've missed all the primes today, man. It's just been one of those tough days, unfortunately. You know, just gonna get those days. Live season ultimate player. Let's see. Ultimate Wish player pack, live diamond. So we're holding those for now. Open up our signature player pack. Hopefully it's a diamond. No, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Hideki Matsui. No, Tanabibi. Alright, that's going to do it for everything. Let's open up our ranked boxes while we're here. No PSETs, of course. Can't get the most common thing. Why would we? Some dev redistribution tickets, which are pretty cool. See if I can just run through this real quickly. Give me some diamonds. Yeah, look at that. Give me that Ian Hamilton. That's a pretty dope card. No, of course I don't pull the diamond. Why would I pull the diamond? That'd be crazy to pull a diamond. 5 and a 7 chance to pull a diamond. Why would we think we're pulling a diamond? Crazy talk. Oh, but now we pulled the diamond. Oh, okay. The Jackson Holiday, that is probably like a 53 base right now, unfortunately. Well, probably good fielding, but just unfortunate. Just wasn't quite ready for the big leagues, but he'll be back. Seems like he's got a pretty good bat, so, you know, just need some time to get acclimated. Probably pressing a little too hard, wants to make things happen, wants to keep up with the rest of the team who's firing on all cylinders right now. So, you know, things happen. Major League Baseball is a cruel and a difficult sport to play. Sockman. Mike Talkman. Give me diamond. Give me diamond. Give me diamond. No diamonds. 5 gold combo. No diamonds. Sad. Chapman. Ross Chapman. Nope. Ooh, Matt. Yankee legend Matt Carpenter. Zach Wheeler. Alright, let's get to the rest of the video today. So, we are going to be running our PSETs today on Mr. 1 James Paxton. Mr. James Paxton. his second slot, despite the fact that I have a 333 set in here already, which I was saving for a legend change ticket, which is one of those tickets that basically changes your legend skill for you from the power ranking tournament, because I do believe one day they're just going to give it to us. But if I can pull a 5 or above, then I would prefer to play that instead of waiting for the cows to come home. Because James Paxton is a mess right now. And God help me, I need him to get a lower ERA than 5. So, in the last video, do I get any no mileage this week? That's okay. We'll get some mileage next week. We didn't have a really good luck, unfortunately, this week with PSETs. In my last video, I got my J-Hap on Fireballer. But I already did do some changes on him. He's got Fireballer, Boss, Mess. Unfortunately, like I ran those, and then I skipped on Finn like twice because I said I don't want to deal with Finn Nerf, I want Dom, and then I ended up with Boss Mess. Anyway, so in order to save you all the cringe of me skipping those I decided to skip it anyway. I'm gonna go back to his other set, Finn Boss, slow starter at the moment, and we're going to be running some greens on him because unfortunately right now it is a colossal, like, he didn't do any better, so I'm just gonna keep on trying with greens and blues, honestly, because I do not want Boss. I'm sick and tired of Boss. So we're changing him. I don't care. I will take it on the nose, and then I'll deal with it. He finished last week with a 4.91 ERA and was my worst pitcher by far. So I would like to change him if possible. Of course, I'd like to see at least one gold skill. Nope, not a single gold skill. So we'll hold off on that for next week then. Like I said, just unfortunate. I'm not really changing it. I'll take Finn. I just didn't want Finesse because once you get into the top 200, you're actually going to be facing Finn Nerf in a lot of situations instead of Boss Nerf exclusively. So you kind of run into like a bit of a difficulty curve there. So I decided not to use Finn. And then, unfortunately, I got saddled with Boss twice. So I had to keep it. And painful. We're going to use 2 of these intermediate grade increase tickets to try to get these 2 guys upgraded to silver, and then we're going to combine them with Mr. Smith here, and then we're going to do a combo real quickly for the vintages, and then we're going to keep on trucking with the trainers, because I get 2 of these a week, so I'm going to use them. Just to clear some roster space, as well as see if we can get another crazy legend pull. Because who knows? You know, we saw 2 in 1 pull, so we might as well strike while the iron's hot. Or I don't think it's still hot, but I digress. But yeah, I don't think that running Finn Boss is going to be much worse than what he is now, unfortunately. So we'll just live with it and then use some more greens as we get them, because next week will be the special shop. Of course, I locked the wrong one. I upgraded the wrong one. That's okay. I wanted to do the one that I had, more recent. Okay. Nobody else? Special combination. Legend. Bam. Look at that legend. Not legend. Bruh. Where are my legends, bro? Never lucky. Alright, so do I have a Sig combo? I thought I did a Sig combo last week. Yeah, I thought I did a Sig combo last week, so I don't think I'm going to have one. I do have one. No, I'm lying. I'm lying to all of you right now. I do have a Sig combo. I'm being a fibber. Alright, let's do the Sig combo real quickly and see if we can get ourselves a Yankee. Ah, we got a Yankee, alright. Pain. Of course we got a Jordan Montgomery. That's funny. That's really funny. Let's go move on to the trainers, shall we? Our 2 premiums. Nothing doing there. Looks like 2 get rid of them candidates. And then no specials from the no specials from the pitcher. That's not a bad one. That's a location for Villa 3. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's kind of rough. And that one's really rough. Alright, well, that is probably going to be everything for me today, you guys. Sum up these 2 real quickly. 16,204 gold gear draws, like I said in the previous video. Okay, so we will see. We'll hold on to our hats, and we're going to see what the mentor changes are going to actually be for next week. But with that being said, thank you guys for coming out with me today. Unfortunately, there's just nothing that really happened today. We just basically ranted about the notice. Didn't really get anything to really write home about. Just didn't really have a lot of good results this week from the games and other things. But anyway, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck with your packs, your pulls, your combos, and peace.